What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. Today we're going over Fiendsmith and Ryzeal. This is a deck that I've been playing a little bit at locals. There is going to be a series about it that I'm going to be making, where I'm going to be taking someone's deck list and then end up copying it, essentially showing you guys. This is going to be like my second week of playing this deck. You guys are going to be seeing POVs next week of it, so definitely stay tuned if you want to be seeing that. And let's get on to the deck of the format, but we're going to be playing this as well as Chimera, trying to like hop around both of them, playing also Memento a bit as well. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, share, a lot, and we'll be diving on in. Starting off with the 3 Ice Ryzeal. I'm going to be showing you guys off. This is like super standard. No one changes any of these ratios up. So we're going to play 3 of each of the good ones and then 1 node. You don't need to play anything else. If you're playing the pure version of this deck, you're going to be playing this. If you're playing the Bestials, you can cut down on the sword. But normally you want to be playing like the maximum amount of these. These actually can break boards so much. Like X being able to send the Meta Logic and breaking a board is just kind of like crazy. Like all these cards are just insane. If you guys have played Zoo, it's going to be kind of like that, where this one card gets into 2 cards. Like every one of these actually gets you into the other one, which is kind of cool. Then we are playing the maximum Fiendsmith package with the 3 Engraver, the 1 Lacrima, the 1 Larry. We're also playing 3 Track as well. But other than that, this kind of gets you into this stuff. Engraver being able to come back every single turn, Lacrima being able to come back during your opponent's turn. It's pretty nuts. And then Lurie, of course, is Lurie. When you're playing 3 tracks, sometimes it's important to put back the Lurie into the deck so you have multiple copies of it. Being able to summon itself out, being a monster on the field can be quite nice. Going into the Rec Room that you put back for like the Engraver or the Lacrima. And then for hand traps, we're playing a load of hand traps. 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Imperm, 3 Veiler, 3 Nibiru, the double Ghost Ogre, and the 3 Bestials. Super standard. We're playing like the maximum amount of hand traps as you can in this deck to keep it to 40, which is why we're only playing the 2 Ghost Ogres. 3 Bestials is kind of a little bit better. Druid's Room also outs the entire board. If you're playing the Ryzeal Mirror match, it kind of outs the Fiendsmith stuff as well, which is really nice. As well as you can make a Light and Dark Chaos Angel, and that card's kind of hard to beat. So end up getting like Light and Dark Chaos Angel with Druid's Room Send and then Chaos Angel Banish is obviously quite nice. But yeah, these hand traps cover like absolutely everything. There isn't like any deck like other than like Labyrinth where you don't really hit stuff. But like if you look at Labyrinth, you're still being able to hit like this hits the Arianas, this hits your big welcomes. You obviously change out the Nibs for like stuff in the side deck, but like stuff like that, like Lab's probably one of the worst matchups in the deck. I did lose last week to Labyrinth, so it's kind of like hard to beat when I got hit with the virus, but kind of sucked. But yeah. And then for the consistency cards, we are playing the triple Bonfire, triple Tracked. You can cut these down to 2 when you're going second, and the follow-ups, putting those going second cards, stuff like that, kind of being nice. Yeah, Bonfire, obviously able to search for your Ryzeals, and then of course the Track to get your Fiendsmith combo going, obviously quite nice. And then we are playing the 1 Ryzeal Cross and the 1 Fiendsmith in Paradise. This card's absolutely crazy. I actually ended up flipping this against the mirror match, and like negated everything, negated their cross, consenting out of the graveyard, and this thing is absolutely crazy. Like drawing this is not always as bad as it seems to be. But it's honestly just a crazy card. You have it in the graveyard for follow-up as well. Then for the extra deck, we are playing the double Detonator. All you ever need to play. The duo drive. You can actually put back this with the cross, turn 2, so you always have access to it. You don't need to play multiple copies of it in this variant. If you're playing pure, you definitely can. But we're playing the Fiendsmith stuff, so we kind of have our extra deck kind of riddled with Fiendsmith cards. It's kind of the same thing as the Aggregator. If you're playing the Fiendsmith stuff, you can only play 1 of these. If you're not playing the Fiendsmith stuff, you definitely can play 2. I think 2 is absolutely crazy. And then, of course, we have the Twin card coming out in the next set, which is going to be pretty nice. I think it's a super or a common, and that's going to be essentially replacing this card from the extra deck. Just going to leave when it's sent to the graveyard, you can actually summon out another Detonator, and quite nice. It's also a rank 4, which is pretty cool. Then for the Fiendsmith stuff, we're playing the Exton Knight and the Moon. You might be wondering, why are you doing both? Well, if you get hit with D-Barrier, you can actually still go up into this, and then go up into your Requiem, and then go up to your Sequence, and you go up to your Gende, which can get you access to the Desiree. So it's like kind of the Fiendsmith package that everyone's playing. Not much to explain here. Agumde is really good. I actually am so glad that people are playing this card again. I know Jacob was on it at the start when this card first came out, but I'm really glad to see that other people saw it as well for what it is, and just be able to like summon out a big body, making it like be able to do piercing is quite nice. We are playing the Princess as well as the Caesar, because the combo normally goes end on Caesar, and then kind of play through your Ryzeal cards there, so you don't lose a nib. And then for the last 3 cards, we're playing the Chaos Angel. This is absolutely mandatory. You have to play this card. Light and Dark Chaos Angel is kind of like the new wave, so we're going to be making this. And then we are playing the Typhon as well as the SP. These 2 are your cuttable cards. I definitely think Typhon is needed, but SP could be another card if you want to play a copy of Dweller, you can, depending on your locals, you don't make this as much as I'd like to. But this is kind of like your flex spot in the extra deck. Well, it's kind of a shorter video today. Not much to explain with the Ryzeal cards. You know, it is pretty solved. The deck does change a bit afterwards. But, like, yeah, you play essentially, like, your Ryzeal monsters, your engravers, and hand traps, and then, like, consistency cards. You can play Desires if you want in the deck. Like, there is a pure variant that you can play. With, like, thrusts and stuff like that. And we're not playing these two cards here either. You don't need to play them. If you're playing pure, you definitely can. But other than that, like, you don't need to at all. If you're playing the pure variant, you can go for this and thrust and actually set Harpy's Feather Dust or Harpy's Feather Storm, because it is a light wing beast, and you can lock themselves out of that. Like, if you want to see a pure version of the deck, let me know in the comment section down below. I definitely can do that for you guys. But if you guys want to see some more Fiendsmith Ryzeal content, definitely stay tuned. It's going to be the POVs Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday for the next upcoming weeks, and then I'm going to be probably hopping back over to Chimera for a bit. But yeah, with one locals a week, it's kind of hard to get like multiple decks kind of going, which is why there's been a little bit of a slower content with different content on the channel. But we're still going to be trying to get like vlogs and stuff like that going soon. I was sick this previous week, so that's why I'm kind of sounding a little bit weird. But guys, hope you're watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more content like this. Stay safe. Peace.